And that was Gabe Gutierrez reporting. For more on Hurricane Maria's track, we turn to Bob Henson. He's a senior meteorologist with the Weather Underground. Bob, where is Maria headed right now?
Unfortunately, it's headed straight for Puerto Rico. It looks like it's going to be passing either right over the center of the island or perhaps toward the southwest half of the island. And that will put most of Puerto Rico probably on the more intense right-hand side of the storm. Before it gets to Puerto Rico, it looks like Maria is going to pass very close to St. Croix, which is one of the U.S. Virgin Islands, and actually one of the U.S. Virgin Islands that was less hard hit by Irma. So both of those islands, St. Croix and Puerto Rico, looks like are in for a very, very rough period over the next 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, be a little bit more specific for us. Rough period, what exactly do you mean? What kind of conditions should people there expect in Puerto Rico and St. Croix for the next, let's say, 24, 48 hours?
Well, it depends critically on the exact path that the hurricane takes, because the central core of the really, really strong winds is not super large. It's maybe 30 or 40 miles across. So as it looks now, that central core or eye wall may pass right over St. Croix. In that case, there could be winds as high as 250 kilometers per hour, which could be truly devastating. It's even possible that Maria may intensify further. It's already a Category 5. It could weaken a little, but it could strengthen a little. That core is then going to go somewhere over Puerto Rico. We're just not sure, but it will leave a strip from southeast to northwest across some part of the island. We'll just have to see exactly where that lines out. But over a broader region, there's going to still be hurricane force winds and certainly tropical storm winds. That's enough to bring down power lines. So there's probably going to be massive power outage, and Puerto Rico's already struggling with keeping power going, so that could be a real problem.
And Bob, first Harvey, then Irma. How unusual is it to have so many, not just back-to-back hurricanes, but we're talking about Cat 4 and Cat 5 hurricanes?
Well, certainly we haven't seen anything like this since 2005, which is when we had Katrina, Rita, Wilma, all of which were devastating multi-billion-dollar hurricanes. We have had seasons like this, but just not very many. One characteristic of this season is that the strong storms are very, very strong. Obviously, 2 Category 5s this year already. And they've been fairly long-lived, and they've struck populated areas. You know, in some years, we'll have almost as many hurricanes as this, and they're steered out to sea, but the steering currents have been very persistent in bringing those into the Caribbean islands and, in several cases, into North America.
All right, Bob Henson, appreciate it. Thank you.